Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session. The announcement docket on today's date of August 15th, 2022. We have 2 cases that we're calling cause number 321-904 and cause number 332-358. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Charles Evans Jr. or Charles R. Evans Jr. Mr. Evans, is that your full name? Oh, okay, Charles E. Evans Jr. Okay, Mr. Evans, is that your full name? Yes. How you doing, Mr. Evans? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Evans, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Ted Jones Jr. Attorney Johns, how are you doing?
Pretty good, sir.
Okay, Mr. Johns, we also have present here Attorney Lamar Johnson, Assistant District Attorney with Jefferson County, Texas. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
Pretty well, Your Honor. How about yourself?
Fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Johns, what is your announcement in Mr. Evans' cases?
Sir, I'm gonna ask for a deferment in terms of announcement, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking for that deferment. We were here last time and they added a case to him, okay, the second case. On the discovery portal, when I go online, I don't know how it shows on his side, but the second case, I can't get discovery on. I don't know if that's common, happens, but you know, it shows one case shows discovery. So the second case doesn't pull up the documents for discovery. In addition to that, I requested there's photographs involved with the case. Can't get the photographs through the discovery portal. I have been, prior to Mr. Johnson arriving, I had been dealing with Mr. Ray Sherrer, okay? And I was hoping that he would be here today so I could figure out what we're gonna do about this discovery situation. I don't need a lot of time. It's a technical issue there to figure out how we're gonna get discovered. Because I can't very well even negotiate a plea with him without even showing the client what's going on in the second case.
Okay. Okay. In cause number 332-358, do we have bond conditions in that case? I know we have bond conditions in the previous case.
No, sir.
Okay. You hand me that blue notebook? Okay, Mr. Evans, the court is going to give you some bond conditions in this case, cause number 332-358. And it states that standard bond conditions in county court at law number 2. Following arrest and or accusation in county court at law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, in the other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition? Condition number 2, The defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. And that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section A2 and Section C2. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
And condition number 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that condition? And condition number 4 does not apply because that only applies in a DWI case. Your case is not a DWI case. Thank you. And if you violate any one of these conditions of this bond, your bond can be revoked. If your bond is revoked, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and you'll be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that? Okay, Mr. Jones, would you please hand the bond condition to your client? And Mr. Evans, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset. And what's that reset date? Give me-
October 28th.
Okay, this case is gonna be reset to October 28th of 2022 to give your attorney an opportunity to get the discovery in your case so they can prepare for your case. Okay, so you're gonna stand on the X in front of our court coordinator. Your attorney is going to sign for your reset. Your resets, once you get your resets, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Jones, I think this is the only 2 cases that you have.
Yes, sir.
You're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just stand on the 4X. Hold on a minute.
What it is, it has
Court is in session in two cases, cause number 331016 and cause number 332554. Both cases are style of State of Texas versus Charquita Shantwell Costley.
That's correct.
Okay. Ms. Costley, how are you doing? That's good. Now, Ms. Costley, you, in this particular case, I see your case was reset for you to hire an attorney, is that correct?
Yes.
Have you hired your attorney?
Yes, for certain circumstances, the new charge appeared or happened. And so that put me back, and now I have to go back in. The person that I was gonna hire, I'm not gonna hire that person due to the charge, the other charge being a felony. So I need to get someone more experience.
Okay, so so you still need more time to hire your attorney? How much, let's see, now you had a, Mr. Porter, would you please just get us started?
And
September 12th?
yes,
Okay.
I know that wouldn't be enough time for me to employ this attorney because I already know the fee that I'm gonna have. to
Okay,
pay.
so we're gonna reset this case, or these cases, till September 12th as well.
Okay,
Now, Ms. Parsley, the bailiff has just handed you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Court at Law Number 2. Do you see that title?
yes, sir.
I will go over this document with you, and it reads, following arrest and or accusation in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body. And that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section A2 and Section C2. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir, I do.
And condition number 3, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense. And the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
And condition number 4 does not apply in this case because you're not charged with a DWI case. And so, Ms. Costley, if you violate any one of these conditions of this bond, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, warrant will be issued for your arrest, and you can be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, so Ms. Costley, your case has been reset to September 12th, 2022. Give you an opportunity to hire your attorney. Now, Ms. Costley, I do know that you have a felony case on that same date. And so what you need to do is do the same thing that you did today.
But there first.
Well, you can come here first, check in with the bailiff, then go take care of the matter down there. Once you're finished down there, then come back here and let us know.
Okay.
Okay? You're gonna stand on the forex in front of our court coordinator. She's gonna reset your case. Once your case is reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you. Next case is, we have two cases for Kevin Lamont Rollins. First case is cause number 324360. Second case is cause number 332004. And again, both cases are style of State of Texas versus Kevin Lamont Rollins. Mr. Rollins is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Rollins, how are you doing?
I'm blessed, Your Honor. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Rollins, in the first case, cause number 324360, you're represented by your attorney, Attorney James Paget. Attorney Paget is also appearing via Zoom. Mr. Paget, how are you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Rollins' case?
Your Honor, we have some extenuating circumstances. Mr. Rollins is a veteran. He was going through the veterans program on this case, and it looks like he has another case that he has picked up that's pending right now. It has not been accepted. I've been checking on a regular basis. He has hired me on that new case. In the meantime, we have got him connected through Deputy Steve Henson, who's connected him to Spindletop. And we have a contact now who's got him hooked up with the VA. So he is he's getting treatment right now. I would ask that we reset this case to give the other case an opportunity to get through the system. In the meantime, Mr. Rollins is getting the treatment that he really needs.
Oh, did he, do we have bond conditions in that second case?
Should.
And we have Wade from the VA who's here, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's correct, Your Honor. I spoke to the gentleman, I believe last week regarding Mr. Rollins' case.
Okay, Ms. Wade, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, please, Mr. Rollins has been in my office at Spindletop. And we have him in intake services at Spindletop. And also last week, I went with Mr. Rollins to the VA to get a mental health assessment at the VA clinic. And he did test positive for PTSD and depression.
Okay, so,
He is in services there,
Okay.
follow-up appointments.
okay, so, okay. Now, let's see, now, Mr. Rollins, first of all, I'd like to commend you for participating in the program that your attorney has helped you to get in with Spindletop and the VA. We ask that you just, as I said, first step to recovery, if anything, is taking the first step, and you took the initiative. So again, we'd like to commend you for participating in that program. Now, what
Yes,
we're
sir.
going to do, your cases are going to be reset. Now, let me ask you to see, Mr. before I go any further. Mr. Paget, I see here on the second
Yes,
case, it
Your
does
Honor.
not have you designated as the attorney. Are you representing him in the second case as well? or-
I'm representing him on all his cases, Your Honor. If there's a snafu there and they don't have me listed, I'll certainly correct that problem today. I'm representing Mr. Rollins on all of his cases at this time.
Okay, yeah, I think they need a little rep
Don't
on the.
don't worry about it, Your Honor. That will be taken care of today.
Okay, that's fine. Now, Mr. Rollins, I have, you have, one of your cases is the DWI second, and so I have some bond conditions that I have to give to you. And it states, it's gonna be standard bond conditions. These conditions are gonna be also sent to your attorney so he can actually physically give them to you. And it states, following the arrest and or accusation in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, defendant shall commit an offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or of the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir, I do, Your Honor.
And condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. And that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section A2 and Section C2. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
And condition number 4 states that a defendant who has been arrested or accused of any subsequent offense listed under Section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code, and that's where your case comes in because it falls in there, shall not operate any motor vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism that makes impractical the operation of the vehicle if ethyl alcohol is detected in the breath of the operator, and said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense with written verification of such installation being submitted to the court on or before the 10th day after today. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir, I do.
Now, you can provide verifications of the interlock. You can get that information, the receipt, to your attorney. Your attorney will be able to get it to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so, Mr. Rollins, these conditions will be sent to your attorney. And you can pick up a copy. Your attorney could send you a copy of these bond conditions. Now, Mr. Rollins, when is this case is going to be reset to? Okay, these cases are going to be reset to October 10 of 2022. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman, and continue to participate in the spindle top. You know what? As a condition, I'm gonna write on here that you also will continue to participate in the spindle top program.
It's a great idea,
Yes,
Your
sir.
Honor.
Okay. And as again, these bond conditions are going to be sent to your attorney. You can pick up a copy from your attorney. This will conclude your case. Mr. Rollins, thanks for being patient with us again. Thanks for participating in the program at Spindle Top. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You do the same, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Okay, this next case is cause number 329-784, case of style of state of Texas versus Catlin G. Moore, Catlin George Moore. Mr. Moore, is that your full name? Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Moore? You doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Moore. You're represented here by your attorney, Attorney James Padgett, who is appearing via Zoom. Padgett, what is your announcement in Mr. Moore's case?
Your Honor, I'm unable to make an announcement because my client, I've been unable to reach my client for several weeks now. I actually managed to reach, I think, maybe his ex-wife or someone who told me that they've been unable to reach him as well for a couple of weeks, but I can't relay any information to him. I have offers. I have all the discovery on the case, but my hands are tied. I just can't reach him. I was hoping he would appear today, so maybe we could hopefully get an understanding to where he could contact me and we could connect. I have all the information and I'm ready to move forward
Okay.
on the case.
Let me do this.
Sure.
Mr. Moore, you heard what your attorney had to say. You just mentioned something about you lost your phone, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, now, Mr. Moore, give us a reset date, because your attorney needs to get with you so that he can prepare for this case.
October 10th.
Okay, this case is gonna be reset to October 10th of 2022. Give your attorney opportunity to meet with you so that y'all can prepare for this case. Now, what I'm going to do is